Hello, I'm Catherine from the TherapyNotes Success Team. Today we'll be going over our new powerful AI tool suite, TherapyFuel. TherapyFuel allows you to simplify your workflow and streamline your practice with a variety of features designed to supercharge your documentation. So let's jump right in. TherapyFuel is priced at $40 per month per clinician once enabled for your practice. If you know only certain clinicians in your practice will be taking advantage of TherapyFuel's features, you have the flexibility to enable for a selected set of clinicians. To enable TherapyFuel, go to the Settings page and select TherapyFuel. Features listed in the TherapyFuel for your whole practice section will be available to all users at no additional cost as long as at least one clinician is enrolled, whereas features listed in the TherapyFuel for your clinicians section are only available to those with TherapyFuel enabled. To enable the feature, choose your preferred option: Enable for all clinicians or Enable for selected clinicians. Selecting Enable for selected clinicians will show you a table of active clinicians in your practice, and you can use the checkbox next to each you'd like to enable to use TherapyFuel. Once you've selected the applicable clinicians, click Enable TherapyFuel. If at any time you wish to disable TherapyFuel, simply navigate back to this page and select Disable TherapyFuel in the lower right corner of the page. Clinicians with TherapyFuel enabled can customize AI-generated content to match your style in the Clinical Voice Settings section of your Staff Profile TherapyFuel tab. Preferences can be set for tone, formality, note length, language, and more, including how you refer to yourself as well as your clients, ensuring that your notes reflect your unique approach and documentation style. These settings are designed to give you greater control over the generated content and can be updated at any time to adapt to different clinical contexts, client needs, or personal style evolution. With TherapyFuel enabled, text content areas across all note types allow you to adjust the tone of what was written to better meet your needs. This includes options for making the text entered more formal or professional, as well as making what was written more concise or descriptive. Simply click the Adjust Tone button at the top right of the text editor. Then select the adjustment type you'd like to make. TherapyFuel will produce a rewritten version of your text for review. Make any adjustments to the new version and click Insert to use. Alternatively, click Cancel if you'd rather revert back to your original text. Now let's discuss using TherapyFuel to generate personalized treatment plans. When creating an initial treatment plan, you'll notice a banner with a Use TherapyFuel toggle at the top of the first Goals section. When enabled, TherapyFuel will generate the goal, objectives, and interventions within your plan based on the provided treatment approach and treatment targets. First, select the treatment approach or enter manually if yours is not included in the given list. In the Treatment Targets field, enter specific targets for the treatment, including details such as relevant symptoms, life domains, and functional concerns. While perfect grammar isn't necessary for this section, clarity is key, as this allows TherapyFuel to provide the best results when the treatment plan is generated. Before generating the treatment plan, ensure the diagnosis code and presenting problem are provided, and then click the Generate Goal button to produce the goal with related objectives and interventions. Once you've generated a treatment goal, it's time to review and customize it. TherapyFuel generated content will be highlighted in purple along with a generated tag. Hovering over the generated View Original prompt text allows you to review the original input that guided the generated content. To edit a particular field, click inside the field and make any updates. Once edited, the background turns white, but the generated tag remains. To rearrange the goals, objectives, and interventions, simply click the arrow icons on the right side of the screen. If you wish to add or remove objectives or interventions, select the plus icon or X icon respectively. To add another goal, click the Add New Goal button and follow the previous steps to generate with TherapyFuel. Once you have reviewed the treatment plan content carefully, sign the note or save it as a draft. When creating a follow-up treatment plan, goals, objectives, and interventions from the previous plan will carry over. You can generate new goals using TherapyFuel by clicking the Add New Goal button to reveal TherapyFuel options. You can update the number of objectives per goal and interventions per objective generated on your Staff Profile TherapyFuel tab. Now that you've used TherapyFuel to generate a treatment plan, let's move to additional documentation. Using TherapyFuel to generate a progress note is quick and easy and can be done by providing your own session summary or from a transcription of your session with TherapyFuel Scribe. First up, TherapyFuel Scribe captures key session details as they happen and works great for both telehealth and in-person sessions. During telehealth sessions, once your client has joined the session, click the purple Start TherapyFuel Scribe button. Or during in-person session, place your laptop or microphone in a location that can clearly pick up your audio, and click the Start TherapyFuel Scribe button in the appointment dialog. This will launch the TherapyFuel Scribe window where you can pause, stop, or adjust the microphone settings for the session. We recommend checking the audio meter to ensure TherapyFuel Scribe is picking up audio before starting the session. The transcription must be at least 8 minutes long in order to successfully generate a progress note after the session. Once the session has concluded, simply navigate back to the patient's chart and select the session you'd like to complete a progress note for. Once in a new progress note, you will notice a banner at the top displaying a Use TherapyFuel toggle. When the toggle is on, TherapyFuel will generate the SOAP fields based on your inputs. Toggle off if you prefer to manually provide content for these fields. To start generating your progress note, simply enter a treatment approach. The treatment approach can be selected from the drop-down or entered manually. However, selecting a treatment approach from the drop-down sends additional context to TherapyFuel, helping produce more contextual note generation output. If you used TherapyFuel Scribe for your session, you'll see the option to use the transcription in the TherapyFuel panel. If you'd rather generate your note from a session summary, provide 2 to 3 sentences summarizing what was discussed, how the patient responded, and whether they are improving or not within the session summary field. In addition to the TherapyFuel fields at the top of the note, we recommend completing additional fields, such as risk assessment and interventions, to provide additional context to TherapyFuel before generation. You'll also notice that each SOAP section has its own Use TherapyFuel toggle. When toggled on, TherapyFuel generates the text. Toggled off if you'd prefer to manually provide content for these fields. Once all the applicable fields have been filled out, scroll to the bottom of the page and click Generate Note. All TherapyFuel generated content has a purple background and a generated tag. To edit what was generated, just click inside a particular field and make any changes. Once edited, the background turns white, but the generated tag remains. As a note, the rating buttons located alongside TherapyFuel features helps TherapyNotes continually improve. Be sure to click thumbs up or thumbs down to help guide improvements to TherapyFuel. When completed, just review your note, save and sign. It's that easy. But that's not all. TherapyFuel can also generate a contact note from a secure message. Simply navigate to your secure messages and locate the secure message you'd like to generate a contact note for and click to open the message thread. In the upper right-hand corner of the message, click the Generate Contact Note link. When the confirmation prompt displays, click the Generate Draft Contact Note button to continue. Once the contact note has been drafted, review and complete the remaining fields. The text in purple boxes is AI-generated and should be reviewed for accuracy. A link to the original secure message thread will appear above the communication details, allowing you to quickly reference the conversation. This information is for reference only and will not be included in the content of the note. Then, sign the contact note and click Create Note to finalize. The note will now appear in the client's record. TherapyFuel's Client History Summary feature provides AI-generated summaries of a client's client history form responses. View a generated summary of the responses by expanding the Client History Form Summary by TherapyFuel section at the top of the Client History form or while writing an intake note. Once a summary is generated for the Client History form, it will be available on both the form and the intake note when in edit mode. The summary provided is intended for reference only. TherapyFuel also makes entering patient insurance details a breeze. Users can now capture or upload a photo of a patient's insurance card within the insurance section of the patient's billing settings, and TherapyFuel will extract key policy details to populate within the associated fields, such as payer, copay, member ID, policy group, and plan name. To begin, navigate to the patient's page, patient name, billing settings tab, edit, add insurance policy, and then click on Upload and Read Insurance Card. The patient's insurance card can be added by dragging and dropping a file, clicking the Choose from Folder link to upload a saved file, or by clicking Take Photo to capture the card. Once the insurance card image is loaded, the option to upload a back of card image is provided, although not required. When finished uploading, click Save and Read Card to close the dialog box and kick off the automation. Any fields populated by TherapyFuel are designated with a purple background and an icon, making it easy to identify for review. TherapyFuel will only populate fields that do not already contain a value to ensure no data is inadvertently overwritten. If at any time you need to add or replace a card in an existing insurance policy, simply navigate back to the patient's Billing Settings tab and click the Edit button. Then click X on the Remove button to remove the existing insurance card and the Add Insurance Policy to upload and read a new card. We hope you enjoyed this tutorial. If you need additional support, check out our Help Center to access our library of articles and videos. If you prefer one-on-one assistance, our support team is available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. If you'd like to see more from TherapyNotes, subscribe to our YouTube channel, like us on Facebook, and follow us on Instagram and TikTok. Thanks for watching!